Chris Paul started playing basketball at a young age, eventually attending West Forsyth High School in Clemmons, North Carolina. During his senior season, he captured national attention after scoring 61 points in a single game in honor of his 61-year-old grandfather, who was murdered earlier that year. Paul finished the season with averages of 30.8 points, 5.9 rebounds, 9.5 assists, and 6 steals per game, leading West Forsyth to a 27-3 record. He was named McDonald's All-American, First Team Parade All-American, and North Carolina's Mr. Basketball by the Charlotte Observer. And with the country now watching, Paul accepted a full scholarship to Wake Forest University. As a freshman at Wake Forest, Paul immediately made his presence felt, setting school freshman records and earning ACC Rookie of the Year honors. By his sophomore season, Wake Forest rose to the #1 ranking in the nation for the first time in school history, with Paul leading the charge. He was named a first-team consensus All-American and earned recognition on ESPN's Academic All-America team, solidifying his reputation as one of the most complete players in college basketball. On April 15, 2005, after just 2 seasons, Paul declared for the NBA draft. 2 months later, on June 28, 2005, his professional journey officially began.
With the 4th pick in the 2004 NBA Draft, the New Orleans Hornets select Chris Paul from Wake Forest University.
Paul's impact was immediate. In his rookie season, he led all rookies in total points, assists, steals, and double-doubles, and became only the second rookie in NBA history to lead the league in total steals. Ultimately, he was named the NBA Rookie of the Year.
Yo, what's up, CP? You can hang those right up there, man.
Stu.
Yeah.
I'm not a rookie anymore. I shouldn't be doing all of this.
Wait, I thought you were Rookie of the Year.
Right?
Right, Rookie of the Year.
Last year.
Well, who's it this year?
I don't know. They decided at the end of the season.
Well, until they do, you want to freshen this up for me?
For his second season, he averaged 17.3 points and 8.9 assists per game in only 64 games due to injury, and at the 2007 All-Star Weekend, Paul put on a showcase, setting rookie challenge records with 17 assists and 9 steals. The 2007 to 2008 season marked Chris Paul's arrival as a true superstar. He was selected to his first NBA All-Star game, played in front of his home crowd in New Orleans, a symbolic moment for Paul. That year, he led the Hornets to a franchise record 56 wins and the second seed in the Western Conference. Paul averaged 21.1 points per game while leading the entire NBA with 11.6 assists and 2.7 steals per game. He finished second in MVP voting and earned his first selections to both the All-NBA and All-Defensive teams. In his playoff debut against the Dallas Mavericks, Paul scored 35 points. In Game 2, he set a franchise playoff record with 17 assists. The Hornets defeated Dallas in 5 games, and in the closeout victory, Paul delivered a triple-double: 24 points, 11 rebounds, and 15 assists. But their momentum stalled in the next round, where they were eliminated by the defending champions, the San Antonio Spurs. Before the 2008 to 2009 season, Paul signed a 3-year contract extension with the Hornets, a sign that both sides believed the future was bright. He continued to make history, setting an NBA record with 106 consecutive games recording a steal, showcasing his relentless defensive impact. And on multiple occasions, nearly recording a quadruple-double, including a 27-point, 10-rebound, 15-assist, 7-steal performance against Philadelphia in January of 2009. But despite Paul's brilliance, the Hornets were eliminated in the first round of the playoffs by the Denver Nuggets. The following season brought turbulence. After a slow start to the 2009 to 2010 season, the Hornets fired head coach Byron Scott, a move Chris Paul publicly disagreed with. Soon after, Paul tore cartilage in his left knee and underwent surgery, limiting him to just 45 games and New Orleans missing the playoffs. In 2010 to 2011, Paul bounced back, leading the Hornets to the playoffs, where they faced the defending champion Lakers. In the first round, Paul delivered one of the most impressive playoff performances of his career, producing dominant stat lines against the defending champs. Still, New Orleans fell in 6 games, and with uncertainty growing around the franchise, trade rumors began to swirl. On December 12, 2011, Chris Paul was traded to the Los Angeles Clippers, a move that would change the direction of the franchise forever. Almost overnight, the Clippers transformed into must-see basketball. With Paul orchestrating the offense, the team became known for its speed, confidence, and highlight reel lob dunks to Blake Griffin and DeAndre Jordan that electrified arenas and earned them the name Lob City. In his very first season in Los Angeles, Paul led the Clippers to the playoffs. But despite the excitement and momentum, their run ended in the Western Conference semifinals at the hands of the San Antonio Spurs. At the 2013 All-Star Game, Paul led the West to victory with a 20-point and 15-assist performance, earning his first All-Star Game MVP. That season, he guided the Clippers to a then franchise record 56 wins. However, their playoff run ended in the first round against Memphis. He re-signed with Los Angeles before the 2013-14 season, and the team responded with another record-setting 57 wins. Paul averaged 19.1 points, 10.7 assists, and 2.5 steals per game, continuing to solidify his place among the league's elite. In the playoffs, he delivered once again, including a career postseason-high 8 three-pointers in a second-round matchup against Oklahoma City. But late-game mistakes in a pivotal Game 5 shifted the series, and the Thunder eliminated the Clippers in 6 games. In 2014 to 2015, Paul played all 82 games for the first time in his career, and once again led the league in assists. In Game 7 of the first-round playoffs, he hit a dramatic go-ahead shot against the defending champion Spurs.
Green on Paul, and he got it! 1 second left! Clippers by 2!
The next round, the Clippers took a 3-1 lead against the Houston Rockets, but ultimately collapsed and were eliminated in 7 games. By that point, despite individual greatness and consistent playoff appearances, Paul had still never reached a conference finals. During the 2015 to 2016 season, Paul once again delivered elite production, averaging over 19 points, 10 assists, and 2 steals per game for the 3rd straight year. Despite injuries to key teammates throughout the season, the Clippers won 53 games and entered the playoffs with momentum, taking a 2-1 series lead over Portland. But in Game 4, Paul broke his hand, ending his postseason. With both Paul and Blake Griffin sidelined, the Clippers were eliminated in 6 games, another promising run cut short by injury. The following season, injuries and roster changes continued to disrupt the team. Paul missed 21 regular season games, and although the Clippers remained competitive, it became clear that the Lob City era was nearing its conclusion. After 6 seasons in Los Angeles filled with promise and heartbreak, Chris Paul was traded to the Houston Rockets in the summer of 2017. Paired alongside James Harden, the path to the finals felt real. With Paul, Houston immediately became a legitimate championship contender. The Rockets paired the league's top-ranked offense with a top-10 defense, driven by the dual playmaking of Paul and Harden. Surrounded by shooters like Eric Gordon, Trevor Ariza, and PJ Tucker, the system was built for spacing, pace, and three-point volume. Throughout the season, Paul delivered signature performances, including a 28-point, 7-steal game during a 12-game winning streak and a 38-point outing in January. Houston finished the 2017 to 2018 season with a franchise record 65 wins, the best record in the NBA. Harden won the MVP award, and the Rockets shattered three-point attempt records. In the first round of the playoffs, Houston defeated the Minnesota Timberwolves, setting up a second-round matchup with the Utah Jazz. In Game 5 of that series, Paul delivered one of the greatest performances of his career: 41 points, 8 three-pointers, 10 assists, and 7 rebounds, sealing the series and sending him to his first-ever Western Conference Finals. Waiting for him there were the Golden State Warriors. The series was tied 2-2, but late in Game 5, Paul suffered a hamstring injury. Without him, the Rockets dropped the final 2 games, and with it, their best chance at a championship. The 2018-2019 season began with frustration. Early in the year, Paul was involved in an on-court altercation with Rajon Rondo that resulted in a 2-game suspension and fine. Injuries soon followed. In December, Paul suffered another hamstring strain, forcing him to miss 17 consecutive games and raising concerns about durability. As the season progressed, Houston slipped to the 3rd seed in the Western Conference, and Paul had an inconsistent stretch with the team. The Rockets made it to the conference semifinals, where they faced Golden State once again. Even after their primary scorer, Kevin Durant, went down with injury late in the series, Houston was unable to close out the series.
Curry launches a three, puts it in again!
Chris Paul was traded from the Houston Rockets to the Oklahoma City Thunder on July 16, 2019, along with draft picks in exchange for Russell Westbrook. Joining a young, rebuilding team, Paul embraced his role as a veteran leader and earned praise from head coach Billy Donovan. During the season, Paul was selected to his 10th NBA All-Star game, and with his help, the Thunder finished as the 5th seed and faced Paul's former team, the Rockets, in the first round of the playoffs. Paul helped force a Game 7 by scoring 28 points in Game 6, including 15 in the fourth quarter, but Oklahoma City was ultimately eliminated. Despite the loss, Paul's leadership and performance were widely viewed as a successful revival of his reputation as one of the NBA's top point guards. On November 16, 2020, Chris Paul was traded from the Oklahoma City Thunder to the Phoenix Suns. During the 2020-2021 season, Paul continued to perform at a high level, recording a season-high 34 points against the Dallas Mavericks and later posting 19 assists in a win over the New Orleans Pelicans. He was selected to his 11th NBA All-Star game, alongside teammate Devin Booker, marking the first time since 2010 that 2 Phoenix Suns players were named All-Stars. On March 21st, Paul recorded a triple-double against the Los Angeles Lakers and became just the 6th player in NBA history to reach 10,000 career assists. During the 2021 NBA playoffs, Chris Paul helped lead the Phoenix Suns on a remarkable postseason run. The Suns defeated the defending champions, the Los Angeles Lakers, in the first round before a 4-0 sweep against the Denver Nuggets in the second round. They then advanced past the Los Angeles Clippers in the Western Conference Finals, securing the franchise's first trip to the NBA Finals since 1993. In the finals, the Suns faced the Milwaukee Bucks. Phoenix started strong, winning the first 2 games, but Milwaukee rallied back to win 4 straight games and claim the championship. Despite the loss, Paul's leadership and playmaking were widely credited with transforming the Suns into a championship contender. Following their finals appearance, Chris Paul and the Phoenix Suns returned in the 2021-2022 season, determined to build on their success. Phoenix finished with a franchise-best 64-18 record, the best record in the NBA. In the playoffs, the Suns defeated the New Orleans Pelicans in the first round, but their championship hopes ended in the second round after a surprising Game 7 loss to the Dallas Mavericks. During the 2022-2023 season, Paul remained a steady presence as a floor general, averaging 13.9 points and 8.9 assists per game. Midway through the season, the Suns acquired superstar Kevin Durant in an effort to strengthen their title chances. Phoenix defeated the Los Angeles Clippers in the first round of the playoffs, but were eliminated in the second round by the eventual champion Denver Nuggets. Following his time in Phoenix, Chris Paul entered the final stage of his career, taking on veteran leadership roles across several teams. In 2023, Paul was traded to the Golden State Warriors, where he provided experience and playmaking alongside stars like Stephen Curry. Though no longer in his prime, Paul continued to demonstrate his precision passing and leadership as a trusted veteran presence. After his time with Golden State, Paul briefly joined the San Antonio Spurs, mentoring young superstar Victor Wembanyama and helping guide one of the league's youngest rosters. He also started all 82 games, making him the first player to do so in year 20. For his final season, Paul returned to the Los Angeles Clippers, bringing his career full circle back to the franchise where he once led the Lob City era. On February 13, 2026, Chris Paul officially announced his retirement from the NBA after nearly 2 decades in the league. Known for his elite court vision, leadership, and relentless competitiveness, Paul leaves behind a legacy as one of the greatest point guards to ever play the game.